late defeat against Dinamo Zagreb in the Premier League International Cup. So they're seeing a lot of different styles in a lot of competitions, and that's all good news. Here's Caden Wilson, one of the rare 20-year-olds in the Chelsea squad. Nice pass from him to Harrison McMahon. Atto Amper, always good value on the right side. Backing himself here. Goal kick. Driving run from Atto there. Scored twice in the Ajax game the other day, having got his first of the season in that other European competition against Dinamo Zagreb. But he's got such acceleration, whether he's left or right, and usually we would see him left side, but with Jesse Derry playing, who is very much a left-sider, or at least has been, early days in his Chelsea career. Atto flipping over to the right for now. That's George Morgan wearing 9 for Everton, one of the younger players in their group. He's only 17. They've got a couple of them. Man for man, or should I, well, in some cases boy for boy, they are a bit older. Everton has not been helping them though. There's Louis Richards, only 17 3 weeks ago. Debut at this level following a very impressive start at Walsall in midweek. Louis Richards, in theory a youth teamer, but clearly not good his future. That's his ball up there. Everton have cut it out, and it's forward by Elijah Campbell. That there is Paul Tate, Everton coach. Here goes Atto Amper again. Derry. Offside. He's looked good whenever you'll have seen him play in the last couple of years. Genesis Antwi, a different role for him tonight. Callum McFarlane obviously quite happy to flip him over to the left side. James Simmons behind Callum there, still part of the Chelsea coaching staff, a youth team hopeful in his day, way back when at Chelsea, probably going back 15 years now, maybe even a little bit more actually. Here's Washington, back from the loan at Santos, from where Chelsea got him originally, the Brazilian number 9. Atto Amper looking dangerous in the early stages here. Ollie Harrison, as usual, the 6. The deepest lying of the midfielders. Tall, rangy midfielder brought in from Newcastle a couple of years back. And Harrison Murray Campbell, who never seems to miss a game, on the right side of the defence. What a brilliant weight of pass for Amper here. Needed someone in the middle. They weren't there. He'd have definitely passed earlier if they had been. Missed opportunity there that might turn into something here for Everton on the counter. Jacob Beaumont-Clark poking it forward. There's Graham with the shot. Comfortably gathered. At this level, Murray, Campbell and Wilson pretty much nailed on as the central defensive pair when fit and available, which they generally are. And here is Wilson. Intended to have Landon Emanalo at left back. He's had a little look at the first team picture lately. Not involved tonight. Callum Bates for Everton here. That's a smart turn. Yes, Emanalo got on the Premier League bench for Brighton, but injured at the moment. Landon, having had a really good season so far. Welsh under pressure from Derry. Back with Pickford. Just signed a new deal with Everton this month, George Pickford. Been with them since the age of 11. Which sounds like forever, but it's only a few years ago. 7, to be precise. A little bit of communication breakdown there. Derry was going longer, the pass came into feet. Three straight wins to start this league season. Then back-to-back defeats to Ipswich and Stoke. The Ipswich game in particular, one that got away, ended up 4-2. There's been a lot of goals at both ends, with a lot of playing out from the back. That brings its own issues at times, and Max Merrick has certainly fallen victim to that once or twice this term. But having lost those 2 in a row, the last 2 league games have both been wins. 2 up against Arsenal last time out on PL2 duty, and then did concede, but won that one 2-1. Taman, big defender back there for Everton. Composed touch that from Caden Wilson, and look at Ant we go. So athletic. Here's Derry. Confident form, Jesse Derry. And brilliant ball. That's extraordinary. All the way back across and out for a throw-in. I can't believe my eyes here. Super work from Jesse Derry. Taking on and beating Welsh. Standing it up to the far stick. It is, by the time he makes contact, Atto Amper, a very tight angle. Just look how close he is to the byline here. I guess he's possibly trying to cut it back rather than shoot, but it's still a big chance. Great work from Derry, though. And that's well won by Washington. Sam Raksaki went for the pass. Amper, tight angle. There's the rebound for Raksaki, and it's a big challenge coming in from Callum Bates. Chelsea really putting some pressure on the Pickford goal here. He's gone for a reverse ball here that really didn't look on, and yet it was. Drilled hard by Atto Amper. 2 chances in a minute. He is so cool under pressure, Caden Wilson. Never ever looks flustered. Positions like that you think feel risky, and yet lovely ball from Harrison. In between the lines was Raksaki trying to release Amper again.
Go David! Go David!
Rare shutout for this group midweek. In fact, the only 2 times they haven't scored in all the games across this season, and this is the 16th match, have come in the trophy games. Shut out, were beaten by Northampton, and shut out Walsall midweek. Great to have that different kind of test, though. They had 75% of the ball, Chelsea, in that match. Raksaki driving again. Now we know how quick Washington is. He's gone for the roof, which is all you can really do from that angle. Tough to score, but another half chance, and that's 3 of them, and they've all come Chelsea's way here. The drive of Sam Raksaki. David Washington just trying to smash it into the roof.
If he's double flat.
He's so fast. He's definitely onside as well. As you can see from that, no question that Reece Welch is playing him on.
Really good start, boy. Really good start.
9 goals in all competitions last season. David Washington didn't play much in the league, but scored 4 times in it. The others in the various cup competitions as well. Rapid. Obviously, he's one with a bit of first-team experience in this Chelsea team. Antwi there on the ball is another. Samrak Saki played a bit, got a start actually for Enzo Maresca in the conference a couple of times last term. Samrak Saki. The likes of Merrick and Murray Campbell there were on the bench in the conference, didn't get off it for a debut. That's a good squeeze from Everton. They've won it high. Chelsea have plenty of bodies back. Beaumont Clark here. Kissing in the cross. Jacob Beaumont Clark, ever present this season. The only one for Everton, actually. What's wrong with Genesis Antwi? We don't want that happening. Doesn't look too bad from his reaction there.
Aiden, when we're coming this side, get a little bit deeper so you can block the pass into the 8.
Draw them in, create the 3v3.
Ready. Underneath!
Go!
Hold! Don't play the box!
Ollie Harrison. Decent opening 14 here. Pretty open. Chelsea playing their usual style. And again, noticeable. Samrak Saki just taking up those positions there. Great balance. He was definitely being fouled, and to be fair to the ref, he absolutely spotted it, but saw that there was a potential advantage, which is now gone as Elijah Campbell clears. And then Joshua Van Score makes sure.
Wider, Jess, get the 1v1s.
The umpire has caught the eye, but I'm also looking closely at Raksaki so far here. Looks likely to make something happen in that slightly more advanced midfield role. Used to see him more in a deeper lying midfield role, Sam Raksaki, but more often than not these days when you see him play, he'll have number 10 on his back, and there he is, winning it high, but winning it illegally. Brilliant in that position, albeit the team were beaten in the first league defeat of the campaign against Ipswich. Raksaki was superb. Nicely moved, great first time ball from the debutant Louis Richards, and the big switch coming now. Looking for Derry. Well, Luca Davis stuck an arm out there. Jesse Derry wanted to run beyond him. And he's asking the question, as we see that was going to be the chance for Amper, but just look at that arm there. Well, you're tempted to say that Luca Davis knew exactly what he was doing there. It's a slightly unusual thing to stick an arm up a second time around like that, isn't it? And the free kick has gone Chelsea's way.
Next one on!
4 goals already, Jesse Derry, this season. Crystal Palace's Academy Player of the Year last term, and a summer recruit for the Blues.
one.
And he's going to take it as well, the free kick that he earned.
Your time is off, Ollie, Jeff. There it is.
Great ball. And another great chance. I think that was the magnet, Harrison Murray Campbell, in that crowd somewhere. Here's McMahon. Everton counter, very much a possibility here. Van Scoor. Oh, it's an excellent pass. Good stand-up defending. And a brilliant block. Well done, Max Merrick. It was Francis Gomez with the shot there for Everton. As soon as Chelsea lost it, you knew that would end up with something potential for Everton there. Here comes Luca Davis. And this is the PL2, so there have been chances, lots of them. That was the first big one for Everton, but it came just after this. And was that Harrison? It was Murray Campbell in there. Usually it's his head. He seems attracted to the ball, but that time it was his right boot. Second important save of the game from George Pickford.
Morgo, stay there. Morgo, stay. Try and block the pivot, Morgo. Morgo, try and block the pivot. Ready? There, you can go in between. Cal, you can have one each now, Cal. Morgo, just shift there, Cal.
Straight to Eto in two. Tighten it up, Kate. Keep it. Good. We need some width, guys. Come on, can we win it? Come on, we need some width. Can we win it? Yes, Jess, outside. Yes, Jess, outside. Yes, Jess. Yes, David. Wait, if it's not on,
Good ball to deal with. Morgo. Morgo, just find the six.
It's a good strike that from Francis Gomez. We'll get another look at that in a moment as Chelsea go and rebuild again. Here's Murray Campbell once more. He's already scored this season. He'll always get goals however long he plays. He's just one of those defenders who seems to get the ball coming to him, but it was defending straight after that for Chelsea. Here's the cutback. Good hit from Gomez. Got down quickly, Max Merrick. That'll make him feel good. Francis Gomez got the equaliser at Liverpool last time out, his first goal of the season. But then, about 10 minutes later, George Finney, their right wing-back, was sent off, and Liverpool scored 3 more goals. It's 0-0, but not for the want of chances or trying here, and you won't see many 0-0s in the PL2, certainly not where Chelsea are concerned.
Stay in first, Jay.
1v1. Go on.
2v1.
Work it quick.
Scored at 2.5 per game this season in all the competitions, and in that I include the UEFA Youth League, even though technically that's under 19. It's largely the same set of players, not including Caden Wilson here, but most of them, yes. Antwi included. He scored as well at Bayern Munich match day 1. Perfect start for the Blues in that competition, returning to it after a couple of years away. 3-2 win at Bayern, they smashed Benfica, and then, well, Ajax last time out, if you saw it. Extraordinary game. Ended up 6-3 to Chelsea, and honestly, both sides could have scored twice as many. Murray Campbell fizzing it in. No one couldn't take it in his stride, and now this is Gomez for Everton.
Luca, go inside the pitch. Go inside the pitch, Luca.
Graham on for his left back, Van Scoor. Good week for Louis Richards. Good month. Turned 17 at the start of it. Now 2 starts for this group in a week. For a player that in theory is not even old for the youth team.
You ready to come forward, Josh?
Deep corner. Good dip on it as well. Well watched. Raksaki got the head. Derry just hammers it. As they say, there is a time and a place, and maybe that was okay.
Push the hands in the back, ref. Ref, you can't do that. Hey, on that last one where you play McMahon, there's loads of space to step into a 10-yard mark. Then he kills it.
Yes, shut up!
The longer, the harder.
Hey, try and keep it. Right.
Really close to the
Stay
player.
there. Protect!
In the front. Good ball.
Well held up that by Braden Graham.
Luca, see where Josh is. Now, Luca.
3 goals in the cups for him and 2 in this league. He is their top scorer. Van Scoor is the left back playing behind him in theory tonight.
Go on, Jesse. Go on, Jesse.
Lovely awareness from Ollie Harrison. And the weight on the pass for Amper. He's given it back to him. Does look a classy central midfielder, Ollie Harrison.
Offer when they step. Got the distances, Caden. Step. Walk with it. Walk with it.
Although you might have to. So far.
Got to step into the midfield. Good. Where's his short passes?
There's your short pass.
Raksaki, work those pockets.
You ready, George?
Well done.
Don't open the pocket up there.
Work those pockets.
Well, he has worked those pockets pretty well so far. It's always fun listening to the coaches at this level because you get the opportunity to hear them more often than not. Ollie Harrison again. Not one for shooting from that kind of distance.
Can we see you, Sam?
Tends to keep things moving. Gives it to others to apply finishing touches, Ollie Harrison.
Good, Jay, sense it.
Patience here from Chelsea.
Up, together. Get a line, Josh.
See if they can draw Chelsea out. Look how high Max Merrick is. Murray Campbell, there you go. Raksaki in the pocket. Patience and then they go. That has worked perfectly. No wonder the coach was applauding. Derry. Towards Amper, but comfortable for Van Scoor. Now Graham, all on his own. Wilson got a toe on it, but Everton's still coming here. Beaumont Clark. His left-sided options had all come in field. It's going to have to be him, and it is. Decent effort from Jacob Beaumont Clark.
Ready, Cal. Look for the 10, yeah? We're giving you the license to get
Once he'd gone cross-country, he suddenly saw there wasn't anyone outside him. Only one option by that point. I think Max Merrick probably had it covered.
Stand, Morgo. Drop down, Blake. Hold your line now. Hold.
Here's Antwi.
Not yet, Blake.
Lou, you need to stay deeper.
Back in the middle, Cal.
Amper, it's a great take. And what balance to keep hold of that despite the attentions he was getting as he tries to poke it through for Antwi. Here's Derry, plenty up for Chelsea. Derry goes for goal. That was some take. That wasn't easy control, even if he was only controlling it there for Atto Amper, but he took it on the half turn and drove. Incredible low centre of gravity balance there from Chelsea's right winger tonight, Atto Amper.
Find the 10, Cal.
Atto, get in position.
Still central at the moment, but I think he better get a move on. He's needed over on that flank.
Okay, Morgo. Inside first, Jacob. Then you can go on
You're
defend the
unopposed.
two.
You can go and make the passes really short.
Wait.
Really close to the midfield. Yes.
Excellent.
Will. HMC, that's
Murray Campbell.
perfect.
There was a rare forward run from Ollie Harrison. Don't see that very often at all.
Come on, Luca. Shift the lane. Now, Jay. Don't set the diagonal pass.
Closer, Kane. Lou! Lower!
Seeing a lot of this. Chelsea's centre-backs on the ball in and around
Stay in, Jay.
the early part of the Everton half.
Good. Did you catch the string?
Bates. Everton more primed for a counter-attack, and they might have been off on one there were it not for a Good sliding challenge from Louis Richards.
Lads, you have to move it side to side more. Move them, it will open up.
He's gone in and engaged there and won the ball again.
One beyond the ball.
Raksaki, Washington. There's a ball on for Amper, and he's played it. Atto Amper, surrounded by Everton blue. Couldn't pick a way through.
Too high, so then Atto's killing the space inside. Keep blue wide and keep the back free. Work it side to side.
And you see 6 as well.
Chelsea dominating possession in some ways. Actually, the midweek game, not a bad rehearsal for this. It's a bit like this against Walsall. They were just deeper and happy to try and defend firmly and potentially counter-attack. Chelsea completely bossed possession in that Bescott midweek, or whatever it's called these days. Banks is bitter. Murray Campbell again.
Come on, Jen, break the line.
Antwick.
Gary, good boy.
Can you do it yourself?
Away from Beaumont Clark. Derry back to Antwick. Giving himself a lot to do here. Too much.
We need switches. We need loads of switches.
Callum McFarlane, the new coach this season, calling for loads of switches. So that becomes all the more important when you're playing against a relatively lower block.
Don't step ahead of the line. Stay deep and take the ball.
Will, this one's on. Will,
Yes, Dave. Yes, Dave.
Look inside. Play. Come on, man. Be a lot better. In.
Go on, McMahon.
Raksaki.
Lanny, discipline. Find your 10th, front.
Serve it, 2, 1, 2, bang, bang.
Caden Wilson. Now Derry,
Closer, Caden.
scorer for England under-19s. A couple of weeks back, Jesse Derry as well as his Chelsea goal-scoring exploits. He hammered Wales, a match that Shime Meuka also scored in.
Like it. Raksaki, he needs to be able to see you.
Graham.
Don't waste it, wee man.
Don't waste it, wee man, is the cry from the touchline.
That's from in to out.
Step in. Move him and quick switch.
Wilson trying to pop it through. An odd glimpse only of David Washington, one angled shot. It's more been about the wide men and, well, I guess the trio in support of him. Raksaki in the 10, where it's getting increasingly congested, and Derry one flank, Amper the other. Cheap foul from Washington. Everton playing around that pretty neatly.
Might be lower, Luca.
Yes, free.
Now keep it. Josh.
Nice idea. Just overhit.
Over, Morgo.
Some of these boys will be back in European action. Next, Karabag away for some of them.
That's the throw, and if it goes back.
Next week. And the UEFA Youth League returns. Very strong position in that. Well, it's been a decent half hour, but a very rare thing at this level. A goalless half hour.
Cal, left shoulder. Fanny, see him as he comes. See him as he comes, Fanny.
Not only have Chelsea scored in all the league matches, multiple goals in most, conceded in all but 2 of them. A clean sheet in Newcastle early season, that was a 5-0. There was a 1-0 league win against Burnley at the start of October as well.
Jay, the 5, got the diagonal. Got the diagonal pass first. Granny, Cal. Check the half space, Granny, Cal. Shoot that on Cal. Check the diagonal. Run! Good. Now you got to get there with him, Jay. Well done.
There's Callum McFarlane, formerly at the same post with Southampton, where we know they've a great long history of bringing through brilliant talent there. Strong header from Taman. Feels like Everton have just found a way to keep Chelsea at arm's length in the last 15 minutes or so. Acceleration required from Amper, and he's good at that. It's well defended. You need the double teaming, and it happened there. Campbell helped out by Van Schoor. That's come off the back of Harrison Murray Campbell, and suddenly Beaumont Clark with a sight of goal, and he's found it. That is a brilliant individual goal, and Everton lead. Not often you'll see Harrison Murray Campbell take his eye off the ball, but he missed that one. The rest, though, was all about the quality of Jacob Beaumont Clark. Little shimmy to find himself some room there with 3 Chelsea defenders around him. And that's a beautiful finish, you have to say, from their only ever present starter. Passed with curl. Straight past McMahon, right in the corner. He's got his 2nd of the season, and Everton, 18 places beneath Chelsea, have the lead. Very nicely taken. So much for a 3rd clean sheet of the campaign then. All takes team in front.
Runs from deep, Raksaki as well. Well done, Sam.
Yeah, pass him on, Frank. That's where he's going to go to the centre back.
Jen, you can run as well.
Wilson.
Someone out. On the
Everton
second
quite
touch.
happy to let the centre-backs have it here. They'll have had more touches than anyone by a distance. Washington, as I mentioned, is quick, but that was well read and easily picked off by Pickford. He's not going to muck about with it that time with a bit of pressure on him. Blatant foul. Caden Wilson not subtle enough there, I'm afraid, on the goal scorer.
Yes, Dave. Yes, sir.
Lower, Josh. Good win.
Here he is again. Shooting again. Nearly squeezed through Merrick that. It's an effort with the other boot from Beaumont Clark.
Get across the front.
Chelsea back in numbers, and necessarily so. In comes the cross from Welsh. Maybe a rare chance to try and counter with a bit of pace here, although they've got back quickly there. Chelsea have not had space to run in behind, and it was never likely to be that kind of game for them. I'm sure they prepared knowing that.
Runs in behind. Okay, George. Especially the opposite. Fanny, good McMahon. Keep doing it.
Left half, stay flat.
Lower, Jeff. Lower, Jeff.
Take a relay.
Great run. That's the one, lads. That's it.
Richards trying to feed it into the path. You can see the thumbs up there from David Washington. He's only been fed on one occasion, really, and it wasn't an easy shot for the young Brazilian. Rare touch for George Morgan, the 17-year-old number 9. A bit like Washington, he's not seeing much of it. That's a nice pass to find Davis here. Antwi's recovery.
Stay on your feet, look out. Stay on your feet, son.
We saw it there for a moment. He looked like he was wrong side. Those feet move fast. Genesis Antwi, the first and still only Swede to ever represent Chelsea's senior side.
What's the name, Will? Use the name. Use the full width. This side. Yes, Jen.
Got to go against a Swedish opponent, actually. One of his 2 goes. Antwi last season. Joe Gordon at Stamford Bridge. And that is just curled out of play. Here's a look at the second of the Beaumont-Clark chances. Thankfully for Max Merrick, it was straight enough. Not as deadly as the first had been about 5 minutes prior. Welsh with the throw. Ampa. There's the 1-2 with Raksaki. It's well over hit from Atto Ampa. Started this half looking very, very dangerous indeed, and has found it tougher since. I guess that's a feather in the cap for Everton, really. They've doubled up on him a bit more. I'm sure they've spotted that. Tactical switch. There'll be some scouts and agents in and amongst that. As George Pickford is told to get on with it. I'm sure he's learnt that from his namesake Jordan at this football club.
Lucas, get up with him. Get the line up.
Washington trying to be a pest. It's pretty well dealt with under some pressure by Reece Welsh. And Everton wanted a free kick for that. Officials unmoved or unsighted. Harrison.
Runs, Jen. As it comes back in, runs off the back.
McMahon.
Run!
You'll notice the Chelsea staff just call him McMahon.
Really nice run.
That's a nice ball
Unlucky.
for Antwi. What's he doing there? Popping up like Mark Cucurella. Well, he couldn't have been closer, the assistant referee there. Shoulder to shoulder.
One more goal!
As Harrison McMahon just gets called McMahon. Harrison Murray Campbell, you'll hear them calling him HMC. And then Ollie Harrison is Ollie, generally. Not quite sure what will happen if anyone else with that name gets signed by Chelsea. We do have a new recruit, actually, on the bench tonight. just played his first game for Chelsea. Justin Osagi, the defender. They brought in from Peterborough. Callum Bates in no rush. Everton are 3 or 4 minutes away from a half-time lead. Their 8th game, they've only won 2, lost all the rest. They'll be very pleased with this. A long way to go against a team that score a lot of goals. Louis Richards with the ball in. Chelsea certainly won't be panicking yet. Derry. And still Jesse Derry. Couldn't work the angle for the shot, but there's plenty forward if Amper can find any. Played back by Washington. Here's Harrison McMahon.
Loads of bodies in there. Jacob, you ready to come this way?
Murray Campbell fizzes it into Jesse Derry. And Washington! He wants a corner. Not sure if he had much of a case for that or not. Good ball in though, isn't it? Over the bar it goes. Couple of minutes to go in the first half. Up in the air from Jesse Derry. Bates winning a bit of fight ball in the middle. Pickford had a couple of decent stops to make early on, but not so tested lately. Well, this one is given against Caden Wilson, and he's been cautioned for it. So he's going to have to behave as we enter the final minute of normal time in this first half, and somewhat improbably, Everton have an opportunity here to try and grab a 2-0 lead to take into the interval. That would feel unrepresentative of what we've seen for sure.
Cal, Jacob, if he's doing it, someone's got to be there.
Francis Gomez, who's been on corner duty, is going to take this too, once he's sorted out his socks. Awkward, delicate little ball in behind that, actually. I don't know if he meant it, but it's pretty dangerous if he did. That's a clever delivery dealt with as we go into stoppage time. Which will begin with another Everton free kick.
Come on, Josh, ready, ready. Edge of the box. Edge of the box.
Right, heads on, Chelsea.
Cal, edge of the box, wider. If you don't like it, just do it. If you don't like it, just do it.
Van score. And he's going for the far post runners, and he's found one of them.
Yeah, in. We come up. We come up. We'll get back.
It's going to have to happen quickly here. Murray Campbell going long. What a ball. Oh, he's offside, Washington. Nice idea, though. Can't have been far off. Pretty frustrating half for the young Brazilian. At least he's getting some game time. Short-lived loan spell back at Santos.
Good. Good. Kicking, George.
I don't think there'll be enough time for Chelsea to do anything significant with the ball here.
Keep them in there. No switches.
Time whistle coming any moment.
Stop the switch.
And I think he'll be pleased at the way his team has adapted in game here. First 15 minutes you felt like Chelsea would be threatening a lot. It's definitely calmed down since that. Good work from Sam Raksaki, but that is the half-time whistle. There will be no counter. And Chelsea look disappointed. You've got to keep an eye on the clock, and it has run out for this first half. And there is our only goal scorer, and what a fine goal it was from Jacob Beaumont-Clark. Everton, right down near the bottom of this early season PL2 table, are beating the Blues, who are third coming into this game. Half time at Walton Hall Park, Everton 1, Chelsea 0. Kick off for the Toffees here. That is very much a theme across football. Everyone's doing that now. The long launch, overloads and boot it down there, try and make them put it out. Get a throw in up the field. Sort of worked. Got another one further up now. Graham closed down by Harrison. Luca Davis keeps Everton in possession. Looks like Elijah Campbell's going to come and hurl a long one in towards that Chelsea box. Another theme for this season you're seeing lots of people doing. And he's certainly armed with a good one there. They're meant to cause chaos, and that one was awkward. Safety first from Callum Bates all the way home. No rush at all for Reece Welch. Blues of the Chelsea variety, that is, finished where they are right now in the PL2 last term, third. Don't forget, we've had a few seasons of this now where essentially you've got to finish in the top 16 to get some post-season action. Chelsea have done comfortably. Third last term, fourth year before. In the round of 16, Chelsea smashed Wolves and then got smashed 6-0 by Palace in what was effectively the quarter-final. So far this campaign, with a fairly new set of players, following a similar path to last. More wins than losses, lots of goals at both ends, but fractionally more at the right end. Amper. His goals tend to come in clusters. Have done youth team level, certainly. Atto Amper gets on a run and keeps on scoring, a bit like Jesse Derry's got at the moment. It's a good looking ball towards him actually, and Amper will go chase. Happy to let it go. Chelsea ball getting on with the throw. He's got it back to Louis Richards here. Namesake Dujuan is on the Chelsea bench tonight.
Terrific, George. Good lad. We got a yellow card for a slap.
Campbell going long. Too long. Caden Wilson, the one Chelsea player to be carded in that first half. Into Raksaki. Oh dear, that's a softie. Chelsea have got away with it. George Morgan. Been waiting for a chance all night, Everton's number 9, and that is not even close, thankfully. And Sam Raksaki is a relieved boy. Not even close. Presented it by Raksaki. He would have feared far worse than that, I'm sure. Right, heads back on. Nice. Zipped in at Harrison Murray Campbell, but Harrison McMahon, excuse me, but he couldn't quite control that. And score seen off the attentions of Atto Amper. He's now putting the squeeze on Josh Van Score, and it worked. There is the set from George Morgan. Graham. Bates. Campbell. Van Score. Just on his heels after he released. Encouragement for Atto Amper, who's closing down, has forced another hurried slice clearance. That's why you do it. That's why the coaches are so big on it. Washington looking for Raksaki, couldn't quite find him. Fresh, young attacking legs to continue that pressing fight later if needed. Juan Richards generally plays from the right. We've seen a lot of Amper and Derry and Ryan Kavuma-McQueen at this level this term. Kavuma-McQueen, who was on the first team bench for the Ajax Champions League match at the Bridge the other night at just 16.
Good, Braden. Great work, Braden. Keep it going.
Not on the bench tonight. Sol Gordon is, and Kobe Barber, a couple from that year group.
Good toss. Passes. Good. Good. Don't lose the races.
Caden Wilson spotting that Jesse Derry was on his bike. Awkward bouncing ball to control that for him, to be fair. Absolutely the right idea, but he was off and running, and that was not nicely into his stride, actually. Difficult one to bring down. Been pretty quiet for Pickford once we got past, what, 15-20 minutes or so. Flags up here. For a minute, I was worried it wasn't going to, but well done Max Merrick for making the save anyway to deny Braden Graham, because you never know. Straight up the other end. They couldn't make it stick. There's Raksaki. Richards. Well, we all know the ball he was trying to play. Atto Amper accepted. Louis Richards there made a decent 11 appearances for the youth team last season, schoolboy year. He also got 25 minutes against Ajax in the UEFA Youth League. A reminder in case you're joining us late this Friday night, he's just turned 17 and this is his PL2 debut, but he did start and played, I think it was 88 minutes before the shootout at Walsall. Against some players twice as old as him. On Tuesday evening. Everton haven't had to face much of a Chelsea storm the early 10 minutes of this second half, which is a credit to them and a slight concern for us. They get back quickly, tough to break down. This is something that they'll face more often than not, Chelsea. Not everyone plays out from the back with a high line, and quite often you will play teams who will do this. They've done it pretty well so far. Means little pockets of space like that for Sam Raksaki are like gold dust.
With the runner. Yeet. Jay, get ready. He's behind you, Jay. Jay, behind you.
Richards again. Everton won't mind this until such time as Chelsea manage to find some penetration, which might come now. Jesse Derry, no, the block from the goal scorer. Richards again. Look at that central core. Look how many players are in there. It's got to be good out wide and quickly, and as long as they keep shuffling across, which they are at the moment, dealing with it pretty well. Josh Van Schoor with the challenge, putting it behind. It will be a corner. It's just a case of whether Everton's left back needs some treatment. I think that hand up suggests no, it will not be required.
Good lad, Josh.
Short from Richards to Amper, and now Harrison. Here's the crossing angle. And again. And another corner. Try again. Same manoeuvre. Needs a better cross, and it gets one from Richards right in there. There were plenty of Evertonians right in there as well. Gomez is interested here, and Antwi had to judge that well. Everton playing for moments like this on the counter, and they might have another one. Offside, surely, yes. Flag goes up on George Morgan. Amper double teamed again. They have done that well. Goal kick is the call. Counter-attacking possibilities here. Atawampa for once has only one for company. It's two now. Tried to bend it round the second of them. Chelsea continue to be frustrated here by a very well organised Everton team. The chances are not clear ones, are they? They're kind of half moments. They were better than that in the opening quarter, but... Right, we've got changes coming for both sides here. Braden Graham has put in plenty of running on that left side. Their top scorer in the under-21s group this term is going to make way. Du-Juan Richards coming on for Chelsea. Looks like Louis Richards has gone off. Now, double change coming for Everton here. We've seen Kobe Barber and Du-Juan Richards coming on for the Blues. George Morgan's night is done. And Thomas there on for Everton, deposed from the starting 11 tonight. There he is, the Welsh defender. He has taken the place of the player who took his place, Reece Welsh. Kobe Abere also on up top, replacing Morgan. Kobe Barber, one of this group that has been getting some game time in the Football League Trophy. Did again in midweek. Only a second appearance at PL2 level for him, and he's going to get a lot longer in this one than he did on his debut. Got 8 minutes in his first PL2 appearance as a substitute against Arsenal. Oh, it's a lovely shimmy. But Atawampa, who has swapped flanks since that little tweak, was offside. Ampa to the left, Derry off, and Du-Juan Richards occupying the position that, if you've watched this team play over the last couple of years, you'll know prefers to attack from the right flank. Du-Juan Richards. Powerful runner, the Jamaican. Means the Blues have got real power on both flanks there. Jesse Derry obviously in good form and an excellent player, a different kind of wide player. And just got out and out strength and running power in Amper and Du-Juan Richards in those wide positions now. Ollie Harrison back with the challenge, twice over. Still his goal, half an hour to play, that has Everton taking the points as it stands. Defended by Antwick. Amper. Never likely to get through all of that traffic. Half an hour to go. I want to promise you that this Chelsea team always scores. It has so far in the league this season. Here is Richards. Missed basically all of last season through injury, Du-Juan. Scored to get Chelsea off the mark against Aston Villa this season. Need him to do it again tonight, or someone. Here he is. Didn't quite drop properly for David Washington there. Another moment of potential that comes to nothing. Chelsea keep the ball. Murray Campbell. He scored 3 times already this season. Harrison Murray Campbell. Now Richards. Just needed a touch, didn't it? I'm sure he meant it as a shot. A little flick off the head of someone in the middle like Washington would have made things rather trickier for George Pickford. Bit of treatment here. Season before last, when he was fit, Tejuan Richards scored 7 times in 10 appearances at under 21 level. It's Luca Davis getting some treatment, and Callum McFarlane's going to take the opportunity to have a chat with his players here, which is no bad thing when you've just made a double change. You can really communicate what he wants. Davis himself in tonight, covering the suspended Finney. James Simmons doing plenty of the talking in there too. Towards the left of picture with the white earpiece in. A little bit to add on there, somewhere towards 30 minutes for Chelsea to score 2 ideally. I guess we'll take 1 for now. Murray Campbell, slightly heavy touch. It's closed down well by Braden Graham, who didn't go off. It was initially his number and then they changed their mind. It's why it took so long. Well, they've done a very good job defensively here. You wonder how they've conceded quite as many goals as they have done this season, because they have conceded a lot, Everton. Not helped last time out by playing for more than an hour with 10. And they let 4 in, but you know, clean sheets have not been their thing at all. They're nearly 3/4 of the way to 1 now. Amper. Raksaki chasing around in there, but the compact nature of Everton has rather negated his ability to be effective. Once they got themselves sorted, and that's a foul, and that's a free kick. Taman has done well. Strong run. Luca Davis eventually fouling Antwi, but he can't have had much of an injury if he can sprint like that. Luca Davis up against as strong a galloper as you'll find anywhere in the Chelsea squad in terms of Antwi there. Who's been with the Blues since the age of 11. Turned 18 at the back end of last season.
Josh, shoulders, Alan.
That's a decent ball for Barber. And he scored. Harrison McMahon nearly gobbled up the rebound. It's not going to count. Kobe Barber flagged for offside.
Come on. George. Doesn't matter.
Looking forward to seeing that again. The first ball was in at him. Unless it was for a hand. Flag up in the traditional offside vein. He had 2 seconds to think that he'd scored his first PL2 goal there on his second appearance. Well, Luca Davis is going to, let's just have a look, where's he run from here? Well, he's certainly not offside, so it must have been for, yeah, that. Now, we can't tell from that angle whether or not that is an arm. One suspects it might be. A little helping arm. Yeah, Luca Davis, who had the treatment a moment ago and then sprinted brilliantly, has gone off. And let off for Everton, and to be fair, difficult to tell, but looked like there might have been a bit of arm in there from the angle we had.
In, up, Eli, up. Forward. Jay.
Wait.
Josh, shoulders, Alan. Be ready to take him.
That is an excellent challenge. Right, maybe that little taste, momentary as it was, of pleasure will invigorate Chelsea a little. Richards curling one in. That's a real searcher of a cross. And a great grab of possession from Caden Wilson. Again, Everton close ranks.
Just be ready, Demi.
Richards again, familiar manoeuvre. He's tried to hit that cross a few times. He's just overhit that one. And the newly arrived Adi Akara Kiri has replaced Luca Davis at right back. So Ato Amper, someone new to try and attack in these final 20 minutes, if indeed he stays on. At the moment, and it is not often you say this in this division for Chelsea, it doesn't feel like it's coming. Even in the 2 games that have been defeats, you know, there were plenty of chances against Stoke and against Ipswich. There were loads. Could have won that. A couple of great chances to make it 3-3 late on, and then conceded even later for 4-2 to Ipswich. Well, currently second in this table. If Chelsea could somehow turn this round and win, they'd be to within a point of Ipswich, with Manchester United above them both on a perfect 21 points. Richards again. Nice. Harrison. For Amper, whose first touch needed to be good and was. Ato Amper didn't get hold of the shot, really, but it was still awkward enough and bobbling enough for Pickford to shovel it behind for a Chelsea corner. Shifted it out of his feet well, just on the bounce there. In comes that corner. Oh, and the header's wide. Du Richards. This is the save from before. Might take a nick on its way through. It might have done. Off an Evertonian shin. A shame Du couldn't divert that on target. I was reading about Du Richards a few weeks ago. Got one uncle who played cricket for Jamaica and another who's played in the NBA for the Charlotte Hornets. Some sporting family. He's already played at full international level. And this was prior to his injury for Jamaica, and scored actually, Du. It's Everton with the threat here. Francis Gomez, after Chelsea didn't make the most of a corner. Everton trying to do it here. It's a poor near post delivery, easily cleared. McMahon will always run and run and run, and that was good chasing from him. And they've, between them, forced Pickford to just bang it out of play. How's the cross this time? It's an awkward clearance.
Stay there, Cole. Do this outside one. Ray, do the 6. One grip. Inside, Josh. Colby, shoulders for the 8 coming.
Amper. Chelsea upping it a bit here. Atto's really hit that hard, but it is kept in play, and no flag on Richards. Wilson. Oh, he caught that well. Really firm strike from the centre-back. Oh, Max Merrick out a long way here. Harrison has to win that and does. What a sweet hit from Caden Wilson. Sent off once in the Youth Cup against Everton. 9 minutes in, a couple of years ago. Chelsea still came through. Not scored for a long time. That would have been some goal, and a very important one. Here he is again, Caden Wilson.
Don't jump early, Josh. Pick up, Alan.
I don't remember the last time I saw him have a shot. Maybe he should do it more often. Here's Amper. It's well defended by the sub, Akara Kiri. There's a ton of space over here, and the pass has been found. It's a Beret. Well blocked. Stretched is no bad thing here for Chelsea. Richards finds Amper. He's looked dangerous again, having switched flanks. Good from Antwi. Still a ton of blue back there. Not many gaps. And Richards has gone for something pretty ambitious. This was Beaumont Clark feeding it through for Kobe Aberde. Well played, Harrison Murray Campbell. Here come Chelsea again. Richards, look at the traffic in blue in front of him. They've not left gaps at all, Everton. Richards sweeping another one towards his opposite number over there, Atto Amper. This one just a bit overhit. Immaculate timing from Murray Campbell. was Atto Ampa's early chance. Sol Gordon on to replace Ampa here. He's shown some really lively spells right and left, but he will play no further part. Second-year scholar Sol Gordon. When I first saw him playing for the youth team was very much a box-to-box midfielder, not now. Scores goals, and Chelsea need one. He's got 5 in all competitions this season, Sol Gordon. And across all competitions last term for the under-18s, he was the top scorer with 14, 10 of them in the league. That was one back from Chizie Ezemwata. Very good goals to games ratio. This obviously a step up though for Sol. Be excited for it, even though there's only 10 to play, plus whatever is added on. Straight into the action here, chasing the goal scorer. Feels like a very long time ago. And Chelsea have won a game 1-0 this season. But a 1-0 defeat is not something you ever get in the brochure when it comes to the Blues. Wilson. Plenty in the middle. Antwi. Now they've moved them. Now get it in. 4 in there. Waste of time that, I'm afraid. And a wasted opportunity. As it was for Braden Graham, who slipped when Everton might have had a counter. We'll say thank you very much and hope to profit from it.
Nothing inside, Josh. Nothing inside. Good. Don't get picked off. Good. Body shape, Will.
That's fading the wrong way, I think. Well, patience a virtue and all that, but there are moments where this Chelsea team need to just get the ball in the box, I think. There's 82 on the clock here. Captain Campbell bangs it long, bangs it all the way out of play, nearly hit his coach with that. Max Merrick eager to get moving. Charged down by Raksaki. And now Washington. Can't remember the last time David Washington had a touch.
Come on. In, Jacob, in. They can go in a big pass. There's the shorter one. Don't forward. Inside shoulder, Jacob. Up.
Antwi.
Get out when it goes backwards.
Everton pushing Chelsea to where they want them. Murray Campbell. Come inside to go out again. Now can they get a cross in? Yes, they can. Deflection on it.
Get to the ball.
Kept in play. Dujuan Richards here. And the header on target from Sam Raksaki, but straight at George Pickford. Not an easy header by any stretch. And no stretch at all for the Everton keeper to catch that one.
Well done, referee.
David Washington has been cautioned there for getting in the way, or rather not getting out of it. 6 minutes and stoppage time.
Relax. Get hold of it. Push it inside. Pass. Brilliant you. Brilliant you. Over. Spin it out. Spin it out. Oh, Clubby, that could be you. Clubby.
Calm-headed pass from Murray Campbell, and a tired mistake that from McMahon. Braden Graham. Harrison McMahon will collect, with the heart thumping just a little more than usual there. Always been an all-action midfielder, Harrison McMahon. Box-to-box nature. Maybe that was a little bit of fatigue there as he took his eye off the ball. It's okay, got away with it. Caden Wilson.
Not yet, though. Inside and Josh.
Not been easy for Chelsea to play like Chelsea like to play, but you have to find other ways. That is the point.
Man over, Cole. Brilliant, Danny.
It is not often you'll see a team at under 21 level be this disciplined in their defence. This is well, David Moyes-esque, dare you say. Foul. Free kick right on the edge there. Got to make something happen. Genesis Antwi trying to do it. Here's the moment a moment ago when Harrison McMahon scuffed it, but thankfully paid no penalty. Now this is a tasty position. Chelsea need a hero. Let's see if we can find one. 4 minutes to go, plus whatever is added on, and this is a free delivery. No pressure, Ollie Harrison, but get it right.
Count.
Easily cleared. Wilson. They couldn't stop the cross, but they could catch it. Specifically, Pickford could. Even that rare moment of them not doing the closing down there tells you plenty. 87 minutes in, it's so rare for a Chelsea player to be able to have a couple of touches and then cross the ball like that.
Make sure you loose. You can get pressure on them off the edge. All right.
One hopes this will all be added on. He's close to a third win of the campaign, and one that wouldn't have necessarily been expected here. The last win was 5 weeks ago, and it was a 1-0 against Middlesbrough, and that was the sign that says Braden Graham's done here. I wonder if it was a bang on the head. Or whatever it was. Let's hope he's okay, but he's not going to be continuing. Reaching for his lower back there, Murray Campbell with the push into him. He's gently helped up here. Kingsford Boakie looks Looks as if he's going to be coming on to replace him here. And he's moving very gently off. There is Boakye. He's going to come on basically for stoppage time, of which I should think there ought to be a good 5 or 6 minutes here. Looks like he's really struggling there. Fingers crossed for whatever that is for Braden Graham. And hopefully whatever it is, they don't make him walk much more, because he doesn't look like he's doing that with any great pleasure or ease. Into added time we go. Marn, back to Wilson. Urgency required here.
On the 6 Kings. Coach 15, come on. Open up, Josh. You ready, Coach? Ready at the step, Coach?
Caden Wilson again.
Get across, Eli, shift.
It's 1 minute gone of the 9 added. Thought it might be a fair few. That's a decent ball. They've got 8 more minutes of, well, we hope it's 8 more minutes of defending to try and do, suggesting that Chelsea would be pressurising that Everton goal. There's plenty of time. Murray Campbell, who can score from here. Oh, deflection! And a really big stop from Pickford in stoppage time. Caden Wilson could not commit there. He's already on a card. This could be curtains, but it's not, because Max Merrick has blocked the shot from Beaumont Clark, and Chelsea breathe again. Great bit of work, that improvisation from Harrison McMahon. Antwi. Taman stepping up. How about this from the centre-back? Matched, stride for stride, and a good job too by Harrison Murray Campbell. That's some run from Will Taman. That means he's now got to run back, and well, thankfully for him, Karakiri has bailed him out, because there was a gap there. And no is the cry from the Everton bench and some of their supporters here. That was absolutely the wrong thing to do, especially with stoppage time ticking down. Richards trying to find some room, and he has. Now he's got to find a teammate. That sort of lopey, lazy pass of his. 6 added minutes still to play.
Stop the crosses! Stop the crosses!
They know what's coming from Dujuan Richards. That's a barge as well in the middle there on Taman from Washington, who's had a very frustrating night. I mean, the first half was slim pickings. There's been no pickings at all for him since the restart. George Pickford close to a 3rd clean sheet of the campaign. All 3 of Everton's wins, incidentally, if this is to be one, would be 1-0s. Right at the start of the season they had one. Middlesbrough away a month ago. And they're close to this, but they're not done yet. And that'll be a goal kick, that'll help their cause. This would lift them up a couple of places. Pleasingly for them, above Liverpool, who are yet to play their weekend game down there at the wrong end of the table.
Come on then. Up and over. Inside, Jacob. Inside the pitch, Jacob.
And defeat here for the Blues would mean that, well, just looking at the table here, five clubs, excuse me, within striking distance this weekend of Chelsea. So it could be a very different looking position for what that is worth. And obviously that isn't everything, but doesn't mean it's not at all important.
Don't sink! Don't sink!
4 minutes. Good ball. Just behind Kobe Barber. Richards will keep it alive here. He might need some help. Or one of his trademark strong runs. He's been pushed out though and pushed back. Everton continuing to defend really well. It took them about 15 minutes to get to grips with Chelsea. And since then, this has been a seriously professional and grown-up job by them, I have to say. Harrison McMahon, the latest to try and make a run from deep, at the cross again, just on the powerful side. He's had a feeling for a while that it's not going to be Chelsea's night. Doesn't mean it can't be. Raksaki fired it in at Jed Antwi, so quick he got there. Now, 3 in the middle again. Richards, Barber, and out.
Get the foul, Kings, or get the ball. Hey!
Wakie trying to do the hold-up play, the replacement centre forward.
Drop, Jay.
Richards taking on Van Scoor. And he's beaten him. Was he caught by him? It doesn't matter now, he didn't go down. Harrison. Murray Campbell's latest cross. He's glanced out for a Chelsea throw. We got 2.5 minutes to score.
Come on, ref. Whistle. Up, 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 up. We've got to keep coming.
Caden Wilson wanted to keep it going first time. Du-Juan Richards was on his heels. And here's Beaumont Clark with a chance to settle it. Caden Wilson just held his ground there. It's got stretched, but very quickly. They're back in shape, Everton. It doesn't feel stretched anymore. Antwi again. 5 in the middle. Murray Campbell. How many crosses from him recently? Du-Juan Richards on the volley! Oh, what a hit. So unlucky. In the 8th minute of stoppage time. Put behind by Kobe Abere. It's a corner. Clean hit.
Jake.
Keeper didn't even see it.
That's it. Do the 8, Jacob. Yeah, post. Yeah, post.
Here comes the corner. Max Merrick up for the corner. And now getting back in a hurry. Although I tell you what, just get back in there. In from Richards. Fight ball. And Everton will back themselves in that. Hacked out again. And gratefully grabbed by Pickford there for a minute. I thought he got underneath it too much. Ebede beaten to it. Final seconds now. And it is now or never for Chelsea. Approaching the 100th minute. In again from that angle. Headed out again. We've played our 99 minutes. And there is the full-time whistle. And a few exhausted Everton players dropped to the floor. That is some defensive rearguard action, that. In keeping with a club of players far more senior than theirs. They've done a good job here. It is only their third time this season they haven't been beaten. It is their third win. It is the third win with a clean sheet. 1-0 thanks to some good goalkeeping, some very good defending, and one very good first half goal from Jacob Beaumont-Clark for Chelsea. After 5 wins and 2 defeats, it is now 5 wins and 3 defeats at PL2 level, and they weren't allowed to create the volume of chances they usually would. It's a disappointing start to the Chelsea weekend. The under-21s have been beaten at Walton Hall Park by 1 Everton goal to 0.